Welcome back to the video series where I show you all our studio basses, and today it's all about the magic world of the fretless. I'm once again joined by Florian Reichelt, who is, and this must be mentioned at the very beginning, not a fretless player. And this is my Taranaki bass. It's the only one of these in the world. Taranaki is a brand here from Germany that never really took off. Only 5 basses were made, and this is the only fretless. I don't know much about the specs. I bought this bass used after hunting it down for years. I knew it existed, I've played it before, but yeah, it took me forever to find. And when I finally got it, it was a very, very happy day. It's a 32-inch medium scale bass and the only fretless I'm using with round run strings, currently with DR high beams, which make it sound crisp and give it a beautiful singing voice. The preamp is very useful. The Bartolini pickup sits at just the right spot. This is an amazing bass somewhere in between a wall and an alembic. My Taranaki Fretless, and now on to the next bass, my defretted Sunn Mustang. This bass was a super cheap eBay purchase. I bought it when I really got into P-basses and want to try a fretless. I didn't think much of it when I bought the bass, it was just an experiment to me. Until it arrived, I couldn't believe how good it sounds. At the same time, I was finally willing to pull the trigger on my favorite P-bass in the world, a 59 custom shop that we had at a shop in Frankfurt. This bass arrived a few days prior to that and eventually caused me not to buy the custom shop. I just couldn't justify spending thousands on a bass that sounds just as good as this one, which I bought used for 170 euros. The Sunn brand belongs to Fender. These were made for 2 years in the early 80s as an even more affordable alternative to Squier basses. I've owned a few more over the years, but only one was as good as this one, and which I gave to René, who still owns it. I'm using it with Labella 760 FL flat one strings, which give it an amazing warm tone, and if you follow this channel for a while, you've heard it before. Here's my favorite thing we've ever recorded with this. It's so warm and organic and complex in tone. What an amazing bass. And here's the final fretless, my Adamovic Hollow 6-string prototype. This bass was built and belonged to my friend Nikola Adamovic. It's a prototype for his hollow basses, the first case study to get into the style which he now has perfected. These are now called Hollow 33 concept basses, and they're fully hollow acoustic builds. That's why this only weighs 2.6 kilos, that's 5.7 pounds. This is insanely light for any bass, but especially unheard of for a 6-string. This one here is still a bit different. It has a 34-inch scale and a spruce top. It has some flaws, which is normal with prototypes where luthiers are building but still figuring out some things. That's why Nikolai never sold it and kept it around in his workshop. But the players liked it and kept borrowing it from him for recording sessions. I was fascinated by this bass when I visited him first, and when I came for the second time the year after, I asked if I could borrow it for a bit. Long story short, I loved this bass and he saw that my love was real and eventually gave it to me as a present. I'm incredibly thankful for that. It's the best gift I've ever received from anyone. I'm using it with labella black nylons, which perfectly complement the acoustic-inspired, soft and organic tone. It's a fantastic bass, I couldn't be happier. All three are. 3 fretless basses is a bit much, I see that, but each one of them is so incredibly good and unique I couldn't let go any of them. Which one's your favorite? And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Here's our last episode where I talked about my Sandberg basses. Here's our bass short shop and here's me saying bye. BassTheWorld.